Hey everyone, and welcome to the back bedroom. I am your host Jeffrey, and this is episode 37. Excuse me, I had to take a drink of Dr. Pepper. How's everybody doing? Good. Alright, so here's the deal. I'm getting this recorded on August the 3rd. It's a Wednesday. So here's what happened. I did tweet out, I said, hey, look, sorry, the episode didn't come out. Usual day, gonna get some stuff out. So here's what happened. So usually I record on Sundays, because Sundays, if I don't work, Sundays are usually pretty light at work, so I can usually come home and get all that done. Well, this past Sunday I did work, and when I got home, we were kind of lounging around the house, playing around, me and my daughter playing. We were having a good time. We were kind of having like a little family day, essentially. It kind of turned into that. She's playing, we're playing. She's got this little kitchen set, so she's cooking food, I'm fake eating, and she's having a good time. And then I was like, man, I ended up not recording, so I was like, it is what it is. So I'm just going to get it out a few days later, so here we are. Everybody needs, because I posted this on Twitter and had a response from the Talking Texans podcast, which that guy seems, well, it's a couple guys, but I think I just talked to the one. Seems pretty cool. If you like Houston baseball and sports, go check their thing out. But anyways, he responded and he said something really cool, like, hey, we all need a break sometimes. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I didn't even view it as a break, really, but maybe that was just kind of the universe's way of smoothly telling me I needed like a small little pause. Just a little step back, have a good day with the family. So that's what we did. So I'm getting this out now. Hope everyone is all right with the delay. So I'm getting this out now. I'm gonna get it set up and posted, and then I'm gonna finish wrapping up prep on this other episode, because I'm gonna try to make this a 2-episode week. And this next episode should be out by Saturday. But I'll get into that in a minute. So I've got a few things here. Just a good, fun ramble episode, right? Just gonna have a good time. Talk about a few things and go from there. So in the unintentional break, I kind of mentioned that already, right? Like there was just kind of a unintentional mental / podcast break. So it was a good time. We had a good time playing and doing stuff. She's, like I said, she's got a little kitchen set and she likes to cook and wants you to help open the fake oven and do different things. But yeah, so let's see here. What do we got? Okay, so I guess the top thing that I got wrote down here is the recording playthrough is not going as planned. So I'll be honest with you guys, it's not going as smoothly as I thought it would. I can do it from the PS5. I'm just not digging it as much as I thought I would. Not sure why. I'm still going to kind of teeter around, because if I can get a setup or a setting that I do enjoy, I do want to record some of God of War Ragnarok, right? So I'll keep messing around with that and kind of see how that transforms. But yeah, it's just not, I don't know. It's weird, right? Because I'm like, I want to play this stuff and I want to, record and stream it, but maybe I don't want to be on all the time, right? I don't want to be talking. So I was like, how do you draw that line? Like if I want to just play God of War or Guardians of the Galaxy to relax instead of, stream it, I don't want to play it twice, one stream and one not. So, but yeah, just wanted to throw that out there, because I know I'd mentioned, posting some of those videos or anything, so I didn't want people to be looking for it or expecting it or anything. But yeah, so just not working as I thought it would. What else do I got wrote down here? I hope you're a conductor, because we got a train load of butt punching to do. That's on my notes. That's what I have written down on my notes. So that's from Finn from Adventure Time. He says that when you pick him sometimes in MultiVersus. So what a transition, Jeffrey. Fantastic job. So I downloaded MultiVersus because everyone in the universe was playing it. And it's actually kind of fun. I'm not a big Smash Brothers fan, right? The original on the N64, me and my brother played the crap out of. We would put it on the hardest difficulty. We would give everybody 99 lives. We would play on the Star Fox level, which was just his ship, because it had like a wing that you could drop down. It had like a mini lower section, and we would battle royal, 4 of us, me, him, and 2 computers, hardest difficulty, 99 lives, and let's see who wins. That's what we always did. But anyways, that's really the only Smash Brothers I ever really kind of got into. So this surprised me, being a Smash Brothers clone, how much I enjoy it. I don't know if it's the roster or just kind of the moves or the feel. But yeah, I started picking Finn because not everybody's unlocked to you at the beginning. And he was one that was unlocked, and I like Adventure Time, and I thought, hey, it'd be fun to be him. So I played him a few times, and then I got on the subreddit to look and see, okay, what are people talking about this game? And every post on the subreddit is how much everybody hates Finn because he's a broken character, and if you pick Finn, you're just a smurf, and you're just a piece of crap and all this. So that was a lot of fun to realize that my favorite character I was picking is a turd. It's not that he's a turd. Everybody thinks he's just broken. So if you pick him, people are picking him just to win. But I was picking him because I thought he was cool. But, that's the internet, right? To make you feel bad about things that you do. So, but MultiVersus is fun. I'm interested to see where the roster goes, because the roster that's available now is very diverse, right? Like Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Arya Stark, Steven's Universe characters are on there, Adventure Time, so it's going to be really cool to see where it goes and see who all ends up on this roster. So, and it's free, right? Can't argue with free. So that's been a fun time. I've been playing a lot of other PlayStation games since I bumped up to the PlayStation Plus Extra. I've tried and played Stray, really cute game. Tried Returnal, a lot of fun. Started Guardians of the Galaxy last night. Okay, story's got me intrigued. I'm ready to see where this is going. Death Stranding and Final Fantasy VII are the next 2 that I try to tackle, or at least start playing. Because Death Stranding just looks. When it first came out, I was like, meh. But now, it's something about it. I'm interested. I'm interested in it. And Final Fantasy VII, the remake thing, why not, right? If it's available, why not, is what I say. That's what I've always said. Why not? So, yeah, that's what I've been doing gaming-wise. Let's see, what else do we have? 10 minutes to myself. That's my meditation thing. So I'm on day 34 or 5 of that. So that's been going really good. I don't know if you guys out there listening are into doing the meditation. I know I've been talking about it a lot recently. So I was doing like a guided thing, right, with Headspace. It was like a daily thing. It was basics 1, 2, and 3, and each one of those had 10 lessons in it. So I did all 30 of those lessons, and now I don't listen. Now I don't do a guided. Now I just do my own, when I get out of the shower after I get home. So it's been really fun. I've found myself doing it by myself without the guided, aspect to it. I have found it's a lot easier to clear my mind when I'm doing it by myself. I've also found that, like, I see my fox friend a lot more doing it by myself now. And I've been looking into that, and there's some that say, hey, that could be like an animal spirit guide type thing, like trying to connect with you, like you have to learn how to communicate with it, and all these different things, and so that's been really fun. I've really dove into that side of it all now. So I'm having a really fun time reading up and learning about different things like that. I've even looked into like oh gosh, what is this? Hold on, let me look it up. This is a little live action for you. Let me go to my Reddit inbox. So the astral projection subreddit, I've actually like started looking into that, like ways to like open up like your third eye and stuff. Man, it's really fascinating, and it's something that I'm really kind of digging into, right? Like it's because with the fox, I know you guys, you all probably think I sound crazy right now, but I'm telling you the truth. Like, I can clear my mind and I see him or her or it, whatever. And you know, like sometimes when you're looking and you get that thing in your eye that like when you try to look at it, it darts away from you real fast. Like the harder you try to look at it, move your eyes to it, it zips quicker. That's kind of what he does. So like when I do my breathing and I start the meditation and I get my head clear, I get everything clear, I can see him. And every time I'm trying not to focus on him, right? Because I'm trying to stay just clear-minded, open-minded, just keep doing the breathing and keep it all clear. So I'm trying not to look at him and focus in my head. But it's almost like he's darting around trying to keep me. Again, man, I'm 11 minutes into this podcast and I've already taken you guys down the rabbit hole, or the foxhole, should I say. So yeah, it's been fun. I've really enjoyed meditating. If you couldn't tell, it's been neat. I have felt a difference in myself now. I feel like I'm gonna stop because you guys probably think I sound crazy. You know what? It's my podcast. I don't care. I think the universe is talking to me now, and I'm hearing it. And I'm understanding things. Just it's neat. It's neat. That's all I'm going to say. It's neat. Take a moment with yourself and just, give yourself a moment. And with this, what's cool is like to baby steps. You don't got to sit down and meditate and light candles and stuff. Just try to be present, right? Just try to be present, be in the moment. And a tip or a trick to try to do that, and listen to me doing this like I've been doing this for 30 years. Every time you go to sit down or stand up, just try to be present in that moment. Like, be present when you sit down and actually think about sitting down and the feeling and everything, right? Because sitting down and standing up is something we probably do, I'm going to say an exaggerated number, but that's probably something we do like 100 times a day that we don't think about, right? You just do it. You see the couch, you just plop down, you see the bed, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Well, every time you stand up or sit down, just try to be present for it. And just, okay. So that's just a fun way to learn to start training your brain to be present. But enough from hippie Jeffrey. Let's move on to something else. X Games 22. So this was neat. So this was on the other day, and we were watching it. And I used to be a big fan of the X Games, right? I used to watch the X Games every year. I remember when I was, when we were watching, I was like, man, I remember when Nigel Houston was like, oh my gosh, I remember when he was like a little kid. I remember like his first, appearance or whatever at it. And I remember like Shaun White being, everywhere, Tony Hawk, Bob Burnquist, the BMX guys, Dave Mira, Matt Hoffman. It used to be the X Games with Travis Pastrana, right, on the Supercross and all the different things that he did. The X Games back then were like, it was a big, because those guys, all those people were like big names, right? Like everybody knew them and you were tuning in and everything. But we were watching it now and it's like, holy crap, like I didn't know anybody, which I also haven't followed it as closely, like, because even back then when the X Games was big, so were the Tony Hawk games and so were like Dave Mira BMX games. And so you were able to kind of learn these people and get to know them. And watching it the other day, it was just like, whoa, like, I don't know any of these folks anymore. And it's, they've got the street stuff, and there's a lot more of the women competing now, which is great to see. And what really kind of kicked off my thought was it was the women's street skate competition. And there was, 10 girls competing. And like the top, probably like 6 or 7 were like all from Japan. And I was thinking, I was like, wow, like here in America, like we don't not train for the X Games, but it's almost like that kind of, like we don't offer that, right, to our children. Like I feel like, so like I have a daughter, like if she wanted to get into skateboarding or BMX, like there's no resources for me to, offer her. Like I I don't know what I would do, but I know like in Japan and maybe even other states, I don't know about the rest of the country. I definitely, just where I live, is definitely nothing available. And I'm not sure about the rest of it. I feel like if it was more available in the rest of the country, we would have more people representing us, right, in the X Games. But like I know, like in other countries, especially Japan, like they have like the skate parks, and they've got, where if their kids want to be into that kind of stuff, they can be into it, right? They go there and practice and have a good time. Like if my daughter wanted to get into it, I'd probably have to drive to another state just to find a good enough skate park or something for her to have fun or try practice in. I don't know. It just kind of got me thinking. Like, I wonder why we don't support that as much, right? Like, and I guess because it's not like a big sport like football or basketball or baseball, like it's something that is, you only hear about it, I guess, around the X Games unless you're into it. Like unless you're into BMX or skateboarding or whatever, you don't hear about the other tournaments and different things. But yeah, I don't know. It just kind of got me thinking, which I guess I think about stuff like that now that I have a child. Like I see things, right? And I think about, well, how would she be able to get into that? Like, how would she ever even know if she wanted to be into skateboarding? Because we see the X Games, once every, what is it? Like, because they rotate with the winter ones, right? Like, is it every year or is it every other year or something? But anyways, I just thought that was something. So I thought I'd talk about it. I don't know. If anybody listening is a big skateboard or BMX fan, let me know. Or if you watch the X Games, let me know. If you have a local skate park, let me know. Just let me know. Just if you want to let me know something, let me know something. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for you to let me know. And while you're letting me know, let me let you know something. If you like the Back Bedroom and you want to help and support it and us at no cost, all you got to do is share the show on your social media accounts. It's completely free for you and helps me out a whole bunch. So your Twitter, your YouTube, your TikTok, your Instagram, and your Facebook, if you'll share us on there and tell a friend, tell a family member about the Back Bedroom, it would help me out a bunch. It helps us out a bunch, right? And everybody wants to be helpful. That's the whole point of living life, right? You got to be helpful. You got to help people. So share the Back Bedroom on your socials. Tell a friend, tell a family member, and help out to get us seen or heard more. Yeah, that we got to create. What was the pillars? We got to create, we got to participate, we got to assimilate, we got to cooperate. That's what we got to do. That's what we got to do with each other. Those 4 things. All right, enough of my little mid-episode ad break. Being a mod of a subreddit is a lot of fun. It's a lot of hard and kind of exhilarating, right? So the other day, a post made the front page of Reddit, and it got all these awards. It got crazy upvotes and crazy attention because it was a picture of someone posting a month's worth of groceries that they could afford with their monthly wage, which it was a crazy low amount. It was very just insane to see. Well, they just posted it to the regular picture subreddit, like our pics. And I saw it and I was like, oh man, because I'm one of the mods at our groceryruns. I've mentioned that before. And I was like, God, that would have been so cool if he had posted that in our subreddit, because it would have really brought a lot of attention there. And so I messaged him on Reddit, sent him a chat inbox DM thingy. And I was like, hey, would you mind da-da-da? And he was like, oh yeah, no problem. That's perfect, da-da-da. So then I go to check out Grocery Run subreddit, and someone has cross-posted his picture to Grocery Runs. I guess trying to get the fake internet points and everything. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Like right after I asked this guy to come post his original picture, which he did. And then me and the other mod got together and had the idea to kind of put something on his to say, hey, this is like the original poster, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, it was there. And then, had some conversations with some people over at our Frugal, because had the idea to do that. And it's funny because listener, Gerald RX40, shout out Gerald, had a similar thought as well. He told me, he was like, hey man, our frugal and that grocery runs kind of goes hand in hand. Couldn't agree with you more. Neither could the other mod, which is really funny because I don't know this person, but we were messaging back and forth, and I was like, I was typing out the message saying, hey, we should look into reaching out to our frugal and see if we could do some like combo type things. Like it goes hand in hand, because what we kind of wanted to do with grocery run is be more educational and kind of bring more light to people's circumstances. And like if we can help people, like you post a picture, I know I've talked about it, like if someone can chime in with like couponing tips, or if they were a nutritionist and could say, hey, instead of doing that, do this, or I coupon a lot, look for these coupons because they help out, and it could really help some people. So and we thought frugal would combo with that. So I'm writing that message to the mod. He hits me with a message from him comes in, and I swear to you, it's almost the exact same thing. He says, hey, we need to look into linking up with people from our frugal, blah, blah, blah. I just deleted my message that I was sending him. I was like, we're the same person. It's terrifying that we're the same person, but it's also great that we're thinking the same way on how to run this subreddit and how we want to reach out and what we want it to be. And we're getting a lot of numbers and views. It's really fun to be the mod because you get like this back view of subreddits and stuff. And so I get statistics of like who's viewing it, how many people, from where, what time, day, what device. Like I get a lot. Reddit gives a lot of tools and stuff to the moderators that I had no clue about because I've never done anything like that. Really, really, really cool. It made me kind of start really looking into it, and students at Kansas State had done a report a few years ago saying that like moderators on Reddit do like X amount, like millions of dollars worth of work every year for free. And I was like, wow, I could, like, if you were a mod of like a big subreddit, a big busy subreddit, and you took it seriously, like that's easily can be like a full-time job. So it has been a lot of fun being this for grocery runs. Again, if you want to check it out, it's our grocery runs on Reddit, and it's just people posting their grocery runs. You post a picture of what you get, how much you spent, and where, and people comment and talk, and it's a pretty fun place. But yeah, so I kind of wanted to bring that up because I had that not incident, but it was like in a very exhilarating 5-10 minutes, because I was like, oh my god, this post is so big, it's everywhere on Reddit right now. And then I was like, bring that here, and he's like, on my way. And then I go to our subreddit, and someone's already cross-posted it trying to get the karma and the awards and stuff, and I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. But yeah, so here's what I want to do. Here's another thing I wanted to do. I wrote down some episode ideas that I have that are in the oven cooking, right? These things are cooking. Timer is about to go off on a few because they're cooking. So I wanted to throw them out there so you guys kind of have an idea of what we're looking at doing. All right, coming up. So we've got this episode now. Don't count it. Don't even know why I just said that, because you're listening to this episode. So it's not like I could tell you about this episode. You're going to hear me now talk about episodes. But why would I even mention? All right, listen. So here's what we got. Upcoming. Top 10 video games. That's coming. So let me set the scene here, because this is getting interesting. I played Jedi Fallen Order and I beat it. After beating it, I said, wow, what a great game. I really enjoyed this game. It left an impact on me. I enjoyed this game. This may be one of my top 5 favorite games of all time. I then started to think and argue with myself. Well, it wouldn't be top 1, 2, or 3 because X, Y, and Z are there. Where would I put it? So then I started trying to slot it in my head. Well, if I put it there, would I move this down? Like, what would I do? And then I said to myself, hey, I need a new top 10 video game list. I think I've mentioned it on the podcast previously, so we're doing it. I'm also reaching out to people and asking them what their top 10 is. Boy, howdy. I didn't know the so it's like, hey, I throw it out there, and it's like, is this top 10 favorite video games? Is this it's very interesting, because now it's got me thinking. And then I tried to say, okay, think of it like this: if you were on a desert island and you could only play 10 games for your rest of your life, these are those games. These are your 10 games. And then the conversation shifted to, well, that's a different story. And it is. The more I thought about it, I was like, wait a minute, maybe it is. And so, So if you're listening to the back bedroom, here's the way we're doing it. And if you're listening and you want to send in your top 10, do so. Okay, so this top 10 is your favorite video games ever. This top 10 is your video game, like your top 10. I don't need what anything else. I don't care about other lists. I don't care about other rankings or nothing else. These are your top 10 video games. Like, you come to me and you say, Jeffrey, what are your top 10 video games of all time? What are the ones that you love the most? Your top 10, what are they? And these are what those top 10 are. Blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to do mine. And I'll probably have, because I'm doing mine, I'll be talking about them, right? Because it's my podcast, I'll be talking about it. So if you want to submit your top 10, please do so. You can do it on Twitter. If you know me personally, hit me up, text me, email me, Twitter. And then if you want to email the show, it's backbedroompod@gmail.com. Send those in, and I'll read them, talk about them on the show. Now, if you do the top 10, how much do you want to do? That's completely up to you. If you just want to send me your top 10 with just the names, cool. If you want to send me your top 10 with a little sentence out beside each one, cool. You want to do a top 10 with a small paragraph about each 10, cool. If you want to do the top 10 with a 2-page report on each one of the 10, cool. Whatever you want to do. If you are willing to participate and cooperate with me, you do whatever. You do it however you want. It's a pleasure and a joy for me to receive that stuff. So you do as much or as little work as you want to. I don't care. I'll be happy with whatever. So if you want to do your top 10, get them into me, because I'm gonna start working on that episode in the next few days. That's not the next one that's coming out. I've just got to start working on it on the next few days, because I got to start compiling this. And the ones I do get, I'm gonna read them out on the show or on the episode. I'm gonna talk about them. We can go through and kind of talk about the list that I get from other people. And then I thought at the end it'd be fun to compare. So my number one versus their number one or whatever. It won't matter, because this is that person's top 10 and this is my top 10. I still just think it would be a lot of fun. So if you want to participate, if you want to send them in, please do. Again, Twitter, if you know me personally, text or email the show, backbedroompod@gmail.com. All right, so we got that one. Top 10 video games, that is coming. God of War Ragnarok theory episode. So I've got some ideas for God of War Ragnarok, and I'm just talking in general. I've got ideas of maybe what the episode's or what the game. I just got a lot about it, right? I'm super excited for Ragnarok, so I want to do an episode all about God of War Ragnarok. What I think, theories, thoughts. I've got some knowledge about Norse mythology, so I think it'd be cool to talk about some Norse mythology stories that are out there that may find their way weaving in and out. I just think there's a lot of cool things that we can do there. So that's definitely coming. And top 10 video games, God of War Ragnarok. Okay, and then the next one that will be out in a few days that I've got to finish prep work on is I'm doing a college football preview episode. Yeah, so if you don't like college football, the next episode might not be your favorite thing in the whole world, but I'm still going to try to make it as fun as possible for those who don't. But yeah, I really like college football. It's something I've always been a college football fan. Kind of started when I was younger, up till now. I used to actually want to be a football coach, which is crazy. But yeah, so it's not crazy that I wanted to be. It's just a crazy story, which I'll save for that episode because that's more for that episode. But yeah, college football episode is going to come out. I'm going to finish the work on it. I'm going to do it in a few days. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to try to do like my own top 25, like a preseason thing, right? And then we'll try to do like some projections for like maybe the playoffs. I'll try to do projections of where division winners and things like that. And then we'll just kind of talk about the entire landscape, right? We'll kind of talk about everything that's been happening, and then just a preview, right, of the upcoming season, a preview of 2022 college football season. So I think that'll be a lot of fun, because I was going through like on podcast episodes, and I didn't see a whole lot of like previews. I mean, outside of like maybe ESPN doing something, but who cares about when the big dogs do stuff? Like, y'all want to hear like thoughts of just normal people. Nobody cares what Erin Andrews, does she even do it anymore? Who's the popular ones? I don't even know. But who cares what they think? They're paid to sit up there and tell you that. I'm not. So this is going to be fun. So I'm going to finish work on it and get that out in a few days. There's a lot of work going into this for that. A lot of work. But it's fun. It's fun. So yeah. So those 3 are coming. A top 10 video games, college football preview episode, and a God of War theory episode. So those are just 3 things that are in the pipeline coming. I'm going to have these ramble episodes because they're just too much fun for me. And I think you guys enjoy them too. If not, lie to me and tell me that you enjoy them, because it makes me feel better. Thank you to whoever out there. Oh, what am I doing? What am I thinking? What am I doing? It is 32 minutes in, so, and that is all I have. So we may wrap this up. So I've got a college football episode to finish plotting, and I kind of want to play PlayStation. Like the PlayStations are like a few feet away from me, and it's like, hey, come play me. So I think I'm gonna go play PlayStation. So that's gonna wrap up episode 37. Is it 37? Jeez. All right. So that's gonna wrap up episode 37. Thank you all so much for listening. There are tons of other podcasts out there that you could be listening to, and you chose to listen to mine. And for that, I am forever thankful. So if you want to interact with me or the show, here's how you can do so. Twitter, @TheBackBedroom. I still have the Back Bedroom Twitter, but if you want to interact with me personally, hit up my personal Twitter account, which is Space Ghost with 3 E's. So it's Space E Ghost. All right, Space Ghost with 3 E's. That's my personal Twitter. I only use the Back Bedroom Twitter to tweet out the episode links, right when a new episode goes live. The email is backbedroompod@gmail.com. If you want to submit your video games, shoot me an email. If you want to submit something for the college football episode, hit me up. Shoot me an email. Whatever you want to do, send me an email. If you want to tell me whatever, that I'm too much of a hippie now, send me an email. Tell me. YouTube, @TheBackBedroom. I think the episodes automatically get posted to YouTube now. I don't know who uses YouTube for podcasts, but it's there. And of course, you can always find the show wherever you listen to your podcast, Spotify, Apple, Good Pods, etc. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe, and rate for the algorithm on Apple, on Spotify. If you do watch on YouTube, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. If you listen on Apple, rate, review. Spotify, rate, review. I don't think you can review on Spotify, but on Apple, rate and review. Reviews are... I just love reading them. Like, there's nothing in this world that I love reading a review. It's just so cool that someone would take the time to review something that I made. And rates, because it just helps get us in front of more people, right? It pumps us up in the different categories and stuff like that. And I think if more people heard this episode, not this episode, but this podcast, man, we could grow this community. Because I want to do more for you guys. I want to do more with you guys. Not just for you, but with you. I want to make t-shirts and do cool stuff. And so we need more people to join in on the ride. But yeah, rate, review for the algorithm. For the algorithm. Nobody else. I was trying to think of something else to say. And as always, I will see y'all next time. Right here in the back bedroom.